Alright guys, welcome back. Okay, so in that last part of the video we were setting up the project. We also did this landing page of the application along with the base configuration here within our project in IntelliJ. So in this part of the video what I want to do is set up the sign up page. So at the moment I have the project running, and if I were to click the sign up page we get this white label error. We will get to this part where we create our own custom error page, but for now we're just going to use this. So now what we will need to do is basically design the sign up page and the link to that page itself. So like I said guys, I'll leave the link of the video within the description below. I've already downloaded these images that we're going to be using of the project, but I would suggest just downloading the project itself, and then you will have it obviously on your local machine. So you can just go there, either clone the project or just download the zip file. So I have it. I have all the images here. I could have done a better job with renaming the images, but what I did was I downloaded the images as they were from Undraw. Again, the link will be in the description below. And then instead of just renaming the projects, renaming the images, I left them as they were. But it's fine. So without wasting any time, so in this video what we're gonna do is just design the registration page. We're gonna create the controller and then create the link to that page, and then obviously do a couple of other things. We will do the validation and the processing of the registration part, the registration page within the next part. So I want to come back now here to our project. So I'm just gonna stop it from running, and then what we need to do now is, okay, so within our views folder there's something else that I want to add. I just want to add a package here, or a directory. I'm going to call this includes, and I'm going to create a file. I'm going to call this header dot JSP. Okay, so there's something else I need to copy over. So remember, we also, so you can pause the video and just copy that tag over there. But so remember, within our pom.xml file we also pulled in the JSTL dependency so that we can use some of the JSTL core tags. So that's why I'm adding this part here at the beginning. So unfortunately we're gonna need to add this within each and every page. So I'm gonna copy that now, come back here within the index page, and then copy that to the top. So our index page, our header, and basically every page that we're going to create, we're going to have to add this at the top so that the JSP API has access to the JSTL core tags. Alright, so the other part that I want to do is I want to cut from, let me see, I'm going to cut from here where it says main container, because everything basically is going to be within this container HTML tag. So I'm going to copy this, and basically all the way to where it says doc type HTML, then I'm going to cut that out, then I'm going to put it just below. By the way, I'm here within includes, and then I'm in the header.jsp file that we just created, and I'm going to paste it there. And so basically what we're going to do is we're going to include that header file in each and every page, because each and every page from here except for the dashboard is going to have this exact same styling. So we can just basically include it at the top of each and every page. So for this part I'm going to use the JSP JST tags. This comes directly with JSP, so you don't need any dependencies for this. I'm just gonna say, and then equal to, so it's includes, and then we're gonna say header.jsp, right? And then we can close it off there. Right, so now this is where the main container ends, but we're gonna copy from this part here where it says HTML, and then we're gonna come here, and then so all the way where it says end of main container, that's where we need to cut that out. And then obviously we're gonna create another file called footer. Right, and then we're gonna paste that there. Alright, so within the index page, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna say JSP include, then obviously we're gonna say page, and then we're gonna say footer.jsp. Alright, so before we continue, so as you can see now, it's slightly cleaner, but at least now each and every page where we can just include all of that, because what this has is the link to the Bootstrap CDN, and basically the main styling where we just contain some of the stuff within the same container. So the login page, the sign up page, all of that stuff is gonna use the exact same header. So we're basically gonna we basically just trying to avoid repeating ourselves way too many times. So I'm gonna just close these along with the pom.xml. We will get to this part later. Okay, so now before we continue with creating the registration controller, I want to see if what we just did now is gonna work. Otherwise there's no point in continuing. Okay, so the server is up and running, so let's just check now. If I were to refresh, so it looks like everything is still in order. Obviously this is not going to work for now. Alright, so let's come back here. Just going to stop the application from running. Okay, so here within the controller folder, we're going to create a registration controller. Now I could name it sign up controller. It's not a train smash, but let's just keep it to sign up controller so that we stay consistent, right? And then we obviously have to annotate this as a controller. All right. Right, so let's start with the page itself. So we're gonna say we're gonna use model and view. All right, so now there's something that I want to do here at the top. So I'm just gonna say private. Again, this is just to avoid repeating myself so many times. Then I'm just gonna name this page. All right, then here we're gonna say this. Alright, view name is going to be sign up. Okay, and in here I'm just going to say this. The page title will just be sign up. Alright, then here we'll say return page. Okay, so now we need to annotate this and say at get Alright, so with this being done, I'm just gonna copy this. So now let's come here to the views folder. So within here we're gonna create, just remember not to create it within the includes folder. Just make sure it's in the views, and then we're gonna say file, then we're gonna say sign up.jsp. Now bear in mind I said sign up.jsp. In the controller, make sure you name it the exact same thing, because the model and view object is going to look for that the exact same name within our folders here. Alright, so remember we created this object here called page title, right? So for now what I want to do is let me actually say welcome to sign up page, just so we can verify that we are picking up this this object here. We will change this later to just something simple. So for now, let's come in here, and then we're gonna use the expression to get that variable that we just created, page title. Alright, so basically we're calling this page title here. Let me just copy that actually. Right, so make sure you have to put the $, the curly braces, and then that name. So now we should get the welcome to the sign up page message within our sign up page. Now what we need to do is come back here into the, I'm gonna have to copy this again. Now we need to come into the index page over here, and then obviously within the index page we have the two buttons, sign in and sign up. So what we need to do now is change this part right here to call the sign up URL, basically this part right here. And so now I'm gonna start the server again, and then now at least when we click on this sign up button, it should take us to the sign up page. Okay, the server's up and running. Let's refresh. So as you can see now, when we click here, we get our welcome sign up page message. Alright, so let's style that page a bit. Okay, so what we need to do now is okay, so remember from, I'm just going to copy the design of the page from our GitHub page. So it should be this one over here. So if I click there, the only part that I need to copy, I can copy the whole part, the whole page if I need to. Actually, let me just do that. Let me say copy raw file, and then I'm gonna come back here, and I'm gonna paste it there. Alright, so I can basically cut from that part, same as here, all the way up to where it says end of main container, right? And so remember, because we created our just to show you, I'm gonna run it again just to show you. So we basically don't have the styling as of yet, but all these other things should pop up on the page. So if I were to come back here and refresh, as you can see, our styling is not showing. So I have to come back here, and then I'm gonna stop the server, and then let's start with the footer. I'm gonna say JSP include, then say page, then I'm gonna say includes, and then it's gonna be footer.jsp. okay, and then at the top we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna say JSP Is it includes or includes? Include. Alright, so now what we need also is the JSP cortex or JSTL cortex. You'll see later on why we need to include this. For now, just make sure to copy it over and paste it in. So now let's run the server again. Alright, let's refresh. Okay, so now as you can see, the styling is now back. So just remember, we are pulling in the Bootstrap styling using the CDN. Yeah, I could have downloaded the files, but it's just simpler this way. I just include the CDN and then it works. Obviously you're gonna need internet for it to work, but I just found it easier to work this way. So the styling is showing, except our image on this side is not yet showing. So remember, I downloaded the project again. Just download the project. I'll leave a link in the description below to this project. This is just the template, by the way, the styling of the pages and all that stuff, some of the CSS files, etc., and then some of the images that I downloaded. So I downloaded them onto my machine. So now all I have to do now, what's the name of that image? Let me just check quickly. Images, Undraw, password, Undraw, my password, whatever. Okay, so it's Undraw my password. That's the one. So I'm gonna copy that, then I'm gonna place it within our static files folder, which is over here. Then I'm gonna paste it there. Click OK, and then I just need to make sure I rename the folder, path I mean. So mine is with a small I, so I'm gonna have to change that. Make sure to do the same, because I'm pretty sure it's the same on your side. Alright, so I'm gonna stop the server. Okay, I'm gonna run it again. Okay, and then let's come back here and refresh again, and now our image is showing. Alright, so this is the sign up link, sign in link, and then the back to home page. So we can pretty much work on this one. It's basically simple. We just have to make sure we create we just have to change the styling within the sign up page, which is, where is it? It's over here, and if I'm not mistaken, the link to the home page is just a slash. So all we have to do here is just that. Now for the sign in page link, we will get to that. For now, I just want to focus on the registration part. As soon as we're done with that, then we'll go to the sign in page. And then yeah, let me just stop the server again. Alright, let me get it up and running. Okay, so let's come back here, refresh. So now if I click on this, I should be able to go back to the index page. If I click sign up again, I should be back here again. Alright, so I think in terms of the setting up of the registration page, I think that should be it. Now in the next part of the video, we're gonna work on validations and stuff. We're gonna do custom validations. We're not gonna do we're not gonna use any dependencies and stuff. So the next part of the video now is gonna be about validations. As soon as we're done with that, then we're gonna move into the part where we have to store the information within the database. Oh, and another thing, we still have to set up the email confirmation part as well. So We'll see if we can do that in the next part, but otherwise we'll do it in the third part of the registration form. As soon as we're done with this, then we can go to the sign up page. Alright, so I think that's it for this part of the video. This should be fine for now. Like I said, in the next part we're going to focus on validating these forms. We're going to do our own custom validations, and then you'll see how we can use JSTL, Cortex, to display some of the errors, if there are any errors, and then that's basically it. Alright guys, thanks again for watching, and then I will see you within the next part. Cheers for now.